Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Phillips. I'm your last presentation before lunch, so I'll make sure I finish on time so you can all have some nice lunch. Just a quick one for me. I've been at Qlik now for 9 years nearly. I've been in the world of data analytics since 2007 when I was at SPSS, selling predictive technologies. So I know about trusted data sources because when you do predictions, you definitely want to make sure that data is trusted. I've been now in the what was called the OEM team. It's now called the ISV team, so independent software vendor. And I transitioned to this new role today, last year actually, sorry, where I'm working with customers who are not an independent software vendor. They're actual direct customers of ours who are looking to use Qlik externally and commercially as well. Now, just to make sure, you can use Qlik externally, but when you commercialize it, you really need to speak to someone like myself, okay? So, quick question about data. Has everyone ever heard about this one? Is data the new oil? No, it's not really. Because when you look at oil, it degrades, actually cheap to store. It's not very ecological, really, oil, is it, compared to data? It keeps on self-generating, it keeps on growing. But one thing data is to oil, it's incredible value. And the most important thing, it's actually reusable, unlike oil today. So when we think about oil data today, it's how you can use this as an asset to your organization today. And that's what data monetization is all about. It's how you can actually generate value from the data you've got in your business today. However, it's not about just your data today. It's about other data sources you can bring in to add value to your business and to your customers as well. That's the most important part here. So quick chat about the benefits of actually moving towards a data monetization to your customers. Why would you do that for? Well, obvious thing is improve retention. I call that stickiness in the business. You're looking at how you can actually keep those customers with you at any one time. The most hardest thing to do today is retain and acquire new customers as well. So you need to make sure you actually somehow connect your customers in a way which retains that retention or that stickiness of your customers. That, therefore, improves your financials. You're actually making a product which they see as valuable to them, which they will then pay you money for to use. Also, it acts as a strategic differentiator between you and other competition as well. So again, it adds that retention, it adds that value to your customer, also increases that chance of you acquiring net new customers. It also is a value alignment to your customers as well. So that's the most important part here, is that stickiness to your customers, actually looking at enhancing your value to those customers and enhancing how much money you can make with those customers as well. The consumer benefits, this is your customer at the end of the day. They can actually improve the decision-making process with your value insights to those customers. It's competitive as well. They can be more competitive to their own marketplace as well. Also is that innovation, and that innovation is key between you and that customer, or customers in this particular case. So the idea behind all of this is how you can turn your data center into a profit center. It's changing the mindset of how you're using your data today, not just internally, but as well as externally to those customers. Hopefully you've got a B2B customer or a B2C customers that you can actually align yourself to and do this today. Before you do that, though, of course, you've got to make sure there's value for you. So is the data available for them to be used externally? Can it be delivered in a way which is consumable? Now, in today's day and age, that's easily done through Qlik Analytics. No trouble there at all, whether you use Client Manager or our capacity environment. Big thing here is legacy and privacy. You've got to make sure security is key here. We can do that very, very well. You're doing external already today. You know security in Qlik is exceptionally well today. How we use price and support that product, that's really important as well today. Because you've got to think about, is it valuable to the customer to buy? Is it something you just want to offer free of charge, effectively, to retain that stickiness and retention with that customer? And how do you support that internally as well within the current constructs within your business today? So all these things you need to take in consideration, security being probably one of the most important ones. That's the main conversation I have when I talk to customers about using Qlik externally and commercially as well. Use cases. Now, I've been around for quite a few years in this world, so there's quite a few in there today. I kind of sliced it into two. One is the customer portal, the most obvious one when you're looking at analytics today. And most of these use cases here are based upon analytical front end. So the customer portal is the most obvious one you can do today. If you're using Qlik Cloud today, you've got the opportunity to use that as a connection to your customers today. You've got capacity, you've got the ability to use as many users as you want, don't have to worry about that. Hopefully you've got a spare tenant you could use to fire that up and then connect to your customers and engage with the customers in that particular way. It's being done today already with many customers. You've got HSBC doing it, Lloyds, Chubb, and many, many others out there in the marketplace who are offering Qlik as a free source to their customers. Think about it as a way of connecting to your customers today. Best way of actually getting out there, getting your marketing done and your brand out there into your customers. However, what we're seeing today is this solutionalizing of data. And that's where I come in. My job is here really to create a commercial contract which fits both parties. That's all I do. I build commercial contracts which are supporting how you want to sell to your customers, as well as making sure I protect Qlik and it makes money for Qlik as well at the same time. That's all I do here. So that traditionally you would see that as the OEM or ISV, independent software vendor, but nowadays that's out of the window completely. We got dozens of customers who are using Qlik externally and commercially today and are considering you going forward as well. A couple of examples there. Valpak, I've been quite fortunate working with these in the last year or so. They've been a speaker at Qlik Connect and they're doing a lot of press with us at the moment in time. So they've got this interesting case. I never knew this before, but there is a cost associated with recycling in around the world. So when they deliver a product today, it has to be sustainable and there's a cost associated. That is, it's cost. So what the customers want to try to do is understand the cost, where the cost is coming from, and how to analyze that cost and make it worthwhile to them to think about changing product in terms of how they deliver it, whether it's glass, whether it's metal, whether it's plastic, whether it's wood, cardboard, etc. There's a cost associated, a tax association to this. So they built the Valpak Insight platform. When I spoke to them late last year, they had a package and a contract which wasn't really fit for purpose on how they wanted to move forward with using Qlik in the cloud. So I sat down with them, built a specialized one-on-one contract with them, which allowed them to grow with Qlik as they grow with their customers. So we built a contract which allows them to grow from an analytical perspective, as well as from other areas as well. And the big area they're looking at is something called PackChat. So this is using AI. So you think about I just lost my, is there a 5-second movement chart on this one? It'll click in. Just needs to be wiggled a bit more. So they've just developed an AI PackChat. So this incorporates unstructured data with their structured data, which allows them to analyze and give that to their customers so they can actually do their own investigations rather than them doing it themselves. Really handy. Other company, which I think everyone knows, they use our technology, Siemens Healthineers. Probably what they don't know about, they're using Qlik externally as well, and it's quite extensive. I've got bags because they do a lot with us, and they do a lot of work with us. So there's a lot of work going with Siemens Healthineers at the moment in time. On top of that, I am talking to a lot of other companies, and I'm sure there's other companies here which will probably be looking to use Qlik externally. You've got the airline business, you've got the banking and insurance, most obvious ones, retails, anyone who's got data, who's got a B2B or even a B2C. I remember talking to a B2C customer, which is a retail organization, how they can use analytics as a shopping basket. So there's all sorts of actions you can do with engaging with your customers today. I'm going to go into the next use case. That was all analytics. This is all about data. Now, data as a service, really hard subject to go into from a contractual perspective because it's quite difficult. But you can see today that we have plenty of other platforms you could use, but mainly this is for a services organization. So you've got platform as a service, integration platform as a service, data as a service, and even talking to customers who are actually managed service providers, where they're taking our technology and offering it to their customers as a service back to them. The new one today was AI. I think personally you will see two flips of the AI service. You'll see the data and the data privacy area. So how can you get clean and curated data to those customers who want to consume it from an LLM perspective? But you're looking back at what Valpak do. Valpak offer it as a service back to their customers. So more of an analytical approach to how they want to use Qlik today. So, I know I kept it short because I'm hungry as well.
Seems like.
Contact me. If you are looking to use Qlik externally, There's two aspects to that. Remember, you can do Qlik contractually externally if you're not charging for that. If you are charging for that, then you really need to speak to someone about that. You can contact me. I've got my email details up there. I'm always on Teams and other devices as well, but mainly Teams. You can speak to your account executive or speak to your partner, depends on how you're looking to be managed. I am around all day today, so if you want to have a chat to me about some ideas, some use cases, I'm a bit of a commercial whiz when building out contracts. Every single contract I tend to do is unique to them, to yourselves or to that customer, and unique to Qlik as well. So I do innovate when it comes to building out a contract. If you're struggling taking Qlik externally, then speak to me. I will make it happen for you within Qlik itself. Okay? Thank you for your time. Speak to you later.